exotic Adamendum haul. Now, the haul you will see previously, hopefully, maybe-ish, I don't know. I have to figure that out. But a haul that will be put up before this one will have a couple of things that I no longer possess, because the top that I got, and it will be like a sleeveless black and white plaid top that I couldn't quite get my boobs in, and I didn't want to risk, pinching my person. It's like, you can suck in your gut, you just can't suck in your boobs. So, I had to take that back. I mean, it wasn't something I could tweak or adjust or anything like that. So, and why is it, whenever you do like pigtails, at least me, it's always like more hair on one side and not the other, and it's like annoying. I don't know. Anywho, also in that haul was a pair of little gray leather boots, which are really cute, but the entire insides were just shot. You had the very fine silky lining, and the outer boot looked fine. It was leather, but the material that was in between those two layers was just powder. And I vacuumed them out. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's easy enough. I had the on hand anyways, those old-fashioned insoles that are like just this little sponge with a bunch of holes in it. Ask your grandma. So I'm like, okay, well, cut those out. It didn't work. It was just, the entire inner boot was just, so I took those back. And that was like $6 right there. And if I had gotten them today, I could have paid $1. But I told her, it's like, these shouldn't even be on the shelves. The insides are just shot. But I'm pretty sure they're going to put them back on the shelf anyway. And they've been there for months. So, but you don't get your money back, you get store credit. So it's like, yeah, you want to look around? I'm like, this is me. Yes. Not a problem. So, this is basically what I got in exchange for those 2 items. So I got more than 2 items, but it came out even. So the $6 of the 2 things I just returned equaled the, 4 things of worth $6 I got today. Somewhere that might make sense. So, I got, as I am wearing my Sunday Best t-shirt that we got at the race, or he got at the race. I mean, I wish I could do that all the time. I like this. Here, dear. But I wish there was stuff on the back to make it worth, like, the $25 you paid. But this is totally me and his Dale Jr. How awesome. And he's got the best stuff. I mean, he's got the same taste I do. So, go Junior. But, whatever. Back to the stuff I can afford. So, I almost thought I got something like this. Kind of, sort of ish. I think it was the same pattern in like a dress or something I used for material. And I'm probably going to pop out a frame again. I need longer arms. And this was $1. And I just liked the look of it. The very kind of Asian style. At least as far as like the patterning, is a very delicate pattern. And I liked the puffy part. Just the, except with this material, it snags a lot, and I've already kind of snagged it on my bracelets, but, what the hell. Oh, and there's a rip in the back. I wonder if somebody had a necklace, and it snagged and they ripped it in the back. What do you do? For $1, I'm not complaining. And this comes from Fraser Lawrence. 80% polyester, 20% nylon. And it's a mediamo. So it's kind of stretchy. And it's just a very pretty, shirt, top thing. It's hot today, okay? My brain's like, which is why I have my hair up in these. So, I thought it was neat. I don't know. I just like the way the light plays on how it's kind of crunchy. I don't know. Is there a term for this? Gathered? It's not really even a gathering. It's just the way the material is all bunched together. Wrinkly, maybe? So it's kind of like waterfalls and cherry blossoms. I don't know. I thought it was pretty. For $1. We'll see how long it lasts. So that was one thing. I had almost picked these up yesterday, and just thought, well, they will be kind of big, maybe-ish, I don't know. And these are from Bride's Landing, size 12, 100% cotton. And they're just a pair of red shorts. Now, to me, this screams, your ass is going to be big in these. But my problem isn't more in the butt, it's more in the leg. So I'm probably going to cut these off maybe 3 inches anyway. Because of my stupid hobbit legs, regular pairs of shorts are practically capris on me. They come to my knee, which on a short person makes you look that much dumber. And then they have like the short shorts, which aren't good because especially if they're right up in the crotch, it's always fun. So I'll probably cut these off to make them so they're like in the middle of my leg. Well, they'll start there and then just right up. What the heck. So these were $1, and I like red, so. But it's kind of funny, that there's only one pocket in the butt, so it kind of looks strange to me. But at least you got pockets in the front, which is always fun. And these are 12s, so they might be big, but we all know my opinion on sizes, so we'll see. And being 100% cotton, I think if I just cut them off, I don't have to like hem them or anything like that to be like a, jeans, I'm hoping. If not, whatever. If not, it'll be something interesting. And the next thing I got, which was also $1 today, so I still ended up with shoes. Now these had been there forever, wow, when's the last time I went with Grace? A couple of months anyway. So they've been there a while. And I just thought these were just really darn cute. And these are 7.5s, all leather, from Amanda Smith. So fancy pants, she even puts it on the sole. And these look practically new. I don't know if they've been worn. They haven't been worn much because where it says Amanda Smith has very little wear. And that, you would be walking on that part. Soft step, Amanda Smith. Kind of squishy insoles. They're nice shoe. And I love the color. I love this shade of red, the darker reds, the burgundies, and, the magentas. Which isn't a darker red, it's more of a brighter red. But, this. And they're just cute, and these go so well with black. Though I would prefer actually having a little more red in the outfit to kind of match them out, but, we'll see. I don't know where to go with the hair. Now, if I could find hair color, this color would be awesome. If anybody knows if there's a Manic Panic this shade, do tell, because I'm not quite sure. So, these were $1. And they've just been sitting there calling me. I wasn't quite sure the reason I bypassed them for so long is because they are so narrow, and I wasn't quite sure if I could kind of, fit my toes in them. But since they are, the 7.5, more, a bigger shoe, quote unquote, I kind of range between 6 and 7.5. They're pretty good. So, I traded in the crappy boots for a nice pair of fancy shoes. We all know I'm a shoe whore. And not to be left out with accessories, I got another bag. Anybody gasping in shock? No? Didn't think so. And this was 3. So, actually the entire outfit, the top, the bottom, and the shoes, cost $3. The bag was the other $3, so that made the 6 up that I had returned. And I had like 2 or 3 of these, as you probably know, in previous hauls. But I liked how this was set up inside. And it has a piece of tissue. Urgh. I don't understand. It's kind of twisted in there, I think. I'm not quite sure why this is like attached inside. What the point is really for your like cards, or I suppose if you don't have a wallet or something. I don't know. To me, it seems kind of pointless. But you have a nice. Sit down. There we go. The nice little pocket in here with your little pulley-outy card thingy. And it's Hecho in China. What's it in English? Made in China. Ooh, genuine leather with man-made trim. Man-made trim? Are they referring to the zippers or the thread? I don't know. That's leather. Hey, cool. So that should hold up. And you got the nice, your standard pocket. But the way it's set up down here, you have like an extra pocket where the main pocket is kind of split in two. So I liked that. Usually it's just your one pocket and then your main pocket. But you have sort of more of an organization thing in here. And it's a nice wide bottom, which is neat. But you also have sort of your little pocket back here, which is nice. It's not zipped though or buttoned. And I liked the little side pockets where I would prefer to put like my phone and my camera, but if you're wearing it as a backpack, being, you know, part of a large paranoid family, it'd be like, those are the things, the ones that you don't want nicked, that they'd kind of, you know, grab off of you. But I don't know. I mean, it would be convenient to me, but then by the time you take off your thing to get to them anyways, I don't know. And you also have a cute little pocket here in the front. So I just loved the logic behind this. And it's not one of those annoying drawstring things either. Usually you have like a flap and it buttons and then the stupid drawstring. This is a zip, so that should be interesting. And being leather, the handles would probably be more likely not to rip. So, that's really nice. And I almost came away with the other purse that I almost kind of wanted. And it looked like an aviator bag. You know the aviator coats? I don't know if I'd mentioned this in a previous haul or not. With like, you know, the brown leather and the wool inside. It was a purse done in that way. And I thought yellow was half off, but it wasn't. It was pink, and it's like, oh, it wants to come home with me, but it hasn't quite made it yet. So, it was a yellow tag, and it would have been $3, so I'm like, okay, still stay home. Wouldn't have anything to go with it, but I just love the whole aviator thing. So, yeah, that is my quickie Adamendum haul. Okay, now it's just trying to figure out how to get the sticker off here. So, I like it when you take back 2 things and come back with 4. For the same price. Yay. So, thank you for watching. Again, do comment if there's Manic Panic in this color, because I would love my hair that color. And do comment down below. Did I just say that? Probably. Do rate a thumbs up, or they should have a, like... They have thumbs up if you really like it, thumbs down if you don't. They should have like an ambivalent button where it's like, well, I can take it or leave it. You know? I'm pretty sure my videos would be kind of in that category. And there's always room for one more strange and exotic, so do subscribe! And also, I have a P.O. box for no particular reason whatsoever, but give me some reason to go visit Wales. Remind me that it's still there in our state. Should probably edit that out right. Anyway, I'll shut up. See you all next time. Bye.